All right. We just took a short break. You were telling me about White and Kennedy electrical contractors in Laramie. And did you go to work at White and Kennedy?
Yes, I worked for them on uh, the University of Wyoming building in Laramie. And when he got that done, he laid me off, and I was going to Denver. Skip, who lived with me at the same boarding house, was from Denver, and he told me he goes home every weekend, but he's working for a road construction company, rebuilding a road 6 miles up the mountain, starting at a little beer joint named Woods Landing.
Okay.
And he said, look him up over the weekend, and he'd give me places where I could get a job in Denver. So I'm going to Denver and go through the road construction. It was on Highway 30 south of Laramie.
Okay.
And sometime I wrote, no, I didn't write. I looked in the mirror and there was a dust cloud coming up behind me like the wrath of God. And it was Skip, and he said, I found a different foreman, and he says he'll hire you today.
All right.
So I turned around and parked my car and went to work driving a Chevy pickup from one end of the job to the other with a sign on it that said, follow me. I was the pilot car.
Oh, to get people who were driving on the highway around the construction?
Yes.
Gotcha. I'd never heard of that job before. And how long were you a pilot car driver? Sandy has entered the game.
Some weeks.
Okay. And then what did you do after that?
As you're skipping some fun, two guys I had on that job were Wayne Baker and Wayne Wolf, and the game warden came out and said the oiler who was greasing at the machinery at night had complained about a bear.
Uh-oh. So what'd you guys do about the bear?
We found that bear a day or two later,
Oh,
and it went in a lodgepole pine, and Wayne Baker took off after it with a rope.
uh-oh.
He went up the tree behind the bear and tied the rope onto the tree as high as he could get.
Okay.
And then Wayne Wolf hooked a dozer on it and laid the tree way over and cut the rope.
And what happened to the bear?
He became a projectile.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you catapulted a bear. Oh man. All right. Well, the ASPCA isn't going to hear about it, so. All right. So okay. So after you went into, projecting bears into the air, what else did you do while you were in Colorado and Wyoming?
Well, not much. It snowed the 28th day of September there, and I was on the way home to the farm at the 29th.
Okay. Didn't want to do the winter in the mountains, huh?
No.
All right.
It was 28th of August.
August, okay. Yeah, well that's still summer. It shouldn't be snowing.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so you go back home to the farm. Do you stay at the farm or do you move back into the St. Louis?
I moved back into St. Louis.
And what did you do? Where'd you get a job?
Vickers Electric.
Okay.
We're working on nuclear submarines.
Okay, I think you told me about this last time. And then.
Yeah, I used to know the 8 names, but I've forgotten half of them.
Okay. So you went from there, let's see, I'm trying to think. You worked you had a couple jobs where you were working wiring components, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last time you had a job where you were wiring components? Where was the last place you worked doing that?
Uh, I think Universal Match.
Okay, that sounds right. And did you pretty much stay in St. Louis from this point on, or did you move around anymore?
Pretty much stayed in St. Louis.
Okay. So, did you call it Universal Match?
You also wired stuff at Sunline.
Well, when I got laid off at Vickers, I went to work for Sunline Candy.
Okay. Wait, when you got laid off from Vickers or laid off from Universal Match?
And I worked for McDonnell Douglas in there somewhere.
Yeah, but we talked about McDonnell Douglas and these others, but what we didn't talk about Sunline Candy Company or those companies. We didn't get to those. So when did you start working at Sunline?
61.
Okay, in 61. And
No, it was earlier than that. I got into the electricians union in 61.
okay. Well, before you got into the electricians union, didn't you go to school for um, heating and air conditioning repair?
No, that was much later.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
were married. We were married about 4 years or so.
All right. So you're working at Sunline Candy Company. What was your what did you hire in as when you went to work there?
A packaging machine adjuster.
Okay. And let's see. Is that where you
was a glorified mechanic.
is that where you met Mom?
Yes.
And what was she doing at Sunline? What was her job?
She, the first time I saw her, she was applying for a job.
Uh-huh.
And I was walking through the building, through the office, and I had assumed by then that electrician's job.
Okay.
And one thing I had to do every Monday morning was walk through the office and replace the light bulbs that had been burned out. Mostly fluorescent 4-foot.
Tubes. Okay. So you see Mom there. How old were you at this time?
About 20.
25. 24. No.
About 25.
Okay. How old was she?
About 20.
Okay. So how long after you first saw her there when did you first ask her out?
Well, it wasn't long.
Okay. Was her work area near where you regularly worked? I mean, did you see her?
He had to walk through the office every morning. No.
Pretty much every morning I walked through the office. I had to every Monday morning but I did it every morning.
Okay. Was that just because you wanted to see Sandy?
Yeah, yes.
All right. So you finally get around to asking her out. How long was she there before you had been hired before you asked her out?
I don't know, but it wasn't long.
Okay. And then at some point you guys got serious. When did you know you wanted to get serious? How long did you guys date before you knew you wanted to?
We had our first date in October. We got married in July.
So yeah, that was a quick. Mom just chimed in from the background, even though I'm taping you. She helping out. Thanks, Mom. That you guys had your first date in July,
October.
and no, you were married in October.
No, we were married in July.
Oh, first date in October, married in July. So
Yes,
all right. So 9 months. You knew each other for 9 months before you got married, right?
that's approximate.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Longest 9 months I ever lived through.
So what did you guys do when you would go out on dates? Go to the drive-in?
That too.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, the drive-in.
So
Where did we go? We went back to his place, and I would make supper.
I don't think that you're being caught on the tape here, Mom.
That's okay.
All right.
It's just as well.
All right. Did you meet Mom's family?
Yes, eventually.
Did you ever take her out to the farm while you were dating?
Once.
All right. All right. Did you ever tell her about your thoughts about raising hogs out in the on the farm?
No.
That ship had sailed, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Were you already finished with the electricians union when you started dating? The apprenticeship?
No, I never served an apprenticeship.
Oh.
He didn't have to.
So were you already a full electrician when you and Mom started dating?
No.
Okay.
I was a machine mechanic at Sunline, and they had me rewire a couple of machines. Cabling, like I did at Vickers.
Okay. And did this translate into getting into the electricians union somehow?
Well, it concentrated my efforts. I was the plant electrician, and I was in maintenance department.
Okay. All right. And so you were in the maintenance department, you were the facility electrician. Did you have to petition the union to get into the electricians union or
No, I got into it by going to work at Universal Match.
Oh, okay.
You have to backtrack there.
So at any rate, you got into the electricians union.
Yeah.
What year what year was your membership number? What year did you become a member of the electricians union?
January 21st, 1961.
All right. Okay. So got that done. Now let's get back to let's see. You started dating Mom in October. When did you ask her to marry you?
I don't know if I ever did.
Yeah,
or not.
I think we were going down to the. I think we were on our way to the farm.
We're on our way to Otis and Dorothy's.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They lived in
Hematite. Wasn't it? Hematite?